Hi, welcome to Luxury in Moderation, where we appreciate the finer things in life without going overboard. Today I wanted to give some really interesting updates to some luxury stores as I was doing some shopping in New York over last weekend. So I definitely found out some very interesting information that I wanted to share quickly with you guys. Before we get into that, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Joanne and I love talking about luxury handbags and other luxury lifestyle products. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I did take some footage at Saks Fifth Avenue, so I'll just insert that as I talk. Now let's jump right into the most interesting news that I heard when I visited the Celine boutique, and the sales associate there let me know that a few of their very popular styles were being discontinued. These styles include the Celine tote bag and the Celine belt bag. So both of these styles I absolutely love. I think they're very timeless, elegant, understated luxury. Although I don't own either of them, partly because I work from home now, so I don't really need a large tote bag. And on the rare occasions where I do need to bring something bigger, I do have my large Garden Party 36 that I love to use now. But I was still very, very sad to hear that the tote and the belt bag were both being discontinued. And it is kind of odd because the sales associate did say that both of these styles were very popular. Like, I think a lot of working women who love luxury feel like the Celine tote is like a classic workhorse. It's not too loud in the workplace and yet it's still very high quality. The leather they use is very luxurious, soft, and slouchy. But unfortunately, that is now working against the new creative director's vision because now that Heidi Celine is taking over for Phoebe Philo as the creative director of Celine, Heidi wants to create his own mark on the Celine brand, and his design aesthetic is a little bit more streamlined, not the slouchy look. He doesn't love that, and so he's going to replace this tote bag with this new style, which is already on shelves. So I'll just insert a picture. You can see they're vastly different styles. I personally don't love the new tote style as much, but that is the way the cookie crumbles with the change in creative direction. The essay at Celine shared that they have already stopped production of the tote and the belt bag, so whatever is left on the shelves, whatever the stores have left, is all there is. So if you've been wanting to get one, meaning to get one, now is the time to get it. Otherwise, they're not producing anymore, no more colors. So I definitely wanted to get this news out there as soon as possible. Now moving on to my experience at Hermes Madison Avenue. I was curious to see if the store was operating the same as last year when I visited during Thanksgiving, and it is not. Now they've done away with that appointment system. When I got up to the fourth floor, there were a couple essays milling about, but not a lot of activity. There was still, I think, supposed to be one essay at the first counter to greet people, to ask, what are you looking for today? And then that person is still letting the customer know is when an essay will be available. When I got there, I immediately, asked an essay, what was the situation on non-quota bags, and she let me know there are very, very few bags in August because they don't receive shipments in August since a lot of people take breaks in France, but they should start getting more inventory in September. So after I spoke to that essay, then as I was walking around looking at all the bags on display, the main essay, who is supposed to greet customers on that floor, she did come up to me and say, have you been helped? Are you looking for something? And when I let her know what I was looking for, she did let me know that she would find an essay to help me once one became available. So I continued to walk around the 4th floor, just admiring the bags there. Finally, when an essay was available, I was able to express, what I was looking for. They did not have a lot of inventory that I was looking for, but I did make a purchase, which I am in love with, which I will share in its own separate video because there's some things going on with it. Then I was offered a coffee. They brought everything out on an Hermes tray using an Hermes coffee set, of course, and included these cute little sugar cubes that were in the shape of a horse's head. They also included a cookie from Dominique Ansel Bakery, so I still have to eat that. But the main thing I wanted to share here is that not only has the 4th floor leather area changed in the way they're operating, they don't have appointments anymore, but I heard essays speak over and over to different customers as I was waiting on the 4th floor, and these other customers were coming up and asking, of course, for Birkins and Kellys. The essays were really sharing the message that customers should stick to one store and shop and build a relationship at one store. Now, my theory is that since link selling is not legally allowed, they cannot say like, oh, you have to buy this to get that, even though I think it's well known now that if there's pre-spend or if you build a relationship with an essay and a boutique, that a quota bag will be then offered. Since they can't outright say that, what they can say is that they want to encourage customers to stay at one boutique, shop at one boutique, build a relationship with one boutique, maybe one essay there, and that's how they want their business to run. So I thought it was very interesting that they were saying that over and over, repeating that to customers coming in from like India, Italy, really all over, whether it's with their husbands or with their kids. They're all kind of asking for bags, and especially the hard to get quota bags. So it still seems like that's a question that they get a lot, especially because Madison Avenue is the flagship store in North America. I believe that's what my essay told me. This is how they're trying to manage all of those requests, and they tell, these different customers to, oh, like if you're from Italy, like go shop at home with your boutique back at home in Italy. They're not going to sell a quota bag to these walk-in customers if the customers are just coming to ask for a bag. It's not the same situation as Paris, where there's the online appointment lottery system, and then you could get a quota bag without buying anything else. That is not the situation in Madison Avenue. If you're interested in what I purchased from Hermes and also some more details that my essay provided me, remember to subscribe so you can stay tuned for those next videos. Going back to some of the other brands and bags that I saw at Saks, I felt like the aesthetic that is now being lost at Celine, which is that, very quiet, luxury, slouchy, under the radar bag style, is reflected in Loro Piana bags. I think Loro Piana, they're known for their clothing, a lot of cashmere, hats and scarves and coats. I think that they are doing more and more in the bag area, since it is a huge category for anyone who loves luxury. And you can definitely see they have the slouchy, a little bit less structured aesthetic going on, and I'm sure their leather quality is very, very good. Otherwise, I felt like a lot of the bag styles I saw were just uninteresting. Like, everything is being repeated. Every brand is like copying each other. They're all doing the same silhouettes. Prada had a bag that looked like the Evelyn from Hermes. Everyone has a flap style with a turn lock, or a camera bag, or a big toe and the weaved thing for summer. So I'm hoping that these designers get more unique and interesting, because yeah, at that point it's like, what are you even buying? It's literally you're buying for the brand name, because the styles are the same across the different boutiques as you're walking around the first floor of Saks Fifth Avenue. So let me know what you guys think about that. What's your impression on how the different designers are doing now with bags? And leave a comment below. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I hope this video was helpful for you. Please let me know if you have any questions. I would love to be a resource for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!